All right, so we're doing a little bit of a daily, not a daily vlog, a weekly vlog if possible. My goal in the channel is just to at least put out 2 videos a month for the first year, go from there. But I've been thinking that a weekly vlog could be interesting and could give people a better insight of property management and how we do it at Stonebrook. So right now I'm about to leave for a showing, and then we also have a lease renewal inspection. So we'll try to get some clips of that, and then at the end of the day we'll have some meetings with the team, and then finish out the day just getting some standard operating procedures handled and just continually building the business. So we just made it to the showing, our first activity for the day. It is 4405 Greeley Ford Road. It's in South Knoxville. I'm about to show it, and then we will have our people show up for the showing. We actually have a lease signed on this, but our lease states that if you do not make payment in the 3 days that it's null and void. And so we're still waiting on that tenant to make payment, and we think it's important to continue to show the property just in case they back out for some reason. Tenants, they want flexibility and they're searching for it and they need it in their lives. So a lot of times, whether good or bad, things change in their lives quickly and we have to pivot, and we always want to make sure we have a backup. So I'm about to show the video of the interior right about now. I'm going to show you with a wide lens, that way we can kind of see the property. There's the driveway. I just kind of parked along there so that way the applicants coming by can pull in easily. This is going to be the backyard past here. I actually have some honey-do list items I need to review. Our maintenance coordinator reached out today and said that the person that actually did sign the lease that we're waiting on payment is requesting a few things to be fixed, so we have to review them, see if they're legit, and then put them in front of the landlord if we think it's, something reasonable. So this is backyard, nice little wood pile back there, covered deck, beer fridge. And also it's Lane, so it's 4405 Greeley Ford Lane. It's in South Knoxville. Actually really close to the hospital, probably like a mile or two. There's my car again. We just got this unit renovated. Landlord did it themselves, and we're taking over to find a tenant during the holidays, which is always a challenging time, but not impossible. It's a covered deck, front porch area, and we're talking a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Got all the lights on, kitchen. I think it's some stuff regarding just finishes like this getting fixed. Hot water, cold water for washer and dryer hookup right there. Master bed, looking out the front into the master bath. Nice shower, really like that. And a big walk-in closet with a light. Extra storage space over there. Walking back through. I'm excited because after this showing, I'm going to go to Best Buy and actually get one of those Osmo handheld cameras. So filming might look a little different. I use Snapchat for my intro films, and then I use the camera app and an iPhone with the wide lens for showing off everything. That way I don't look fat on camera. And the final bedroom. So we will call it, and we will be waiting for the applicant to arrive. We actually have a couple people wanting to view it this morning, and I'll go over that list and we'll go from there. I am excited to say that this rental is only $17.50 a month, so thumbs up to that, I guess. So that is very reasonable for South Knox for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I think we'll land somewhere around that. I always like to start out listings a little higher than I think I can get them gone for, because there's really no loss on waiting a couple days to see if you get a crap ton of leads. from just gauging the market incorrectly and in a positive direction. So we started at 19 and then we just kind of quickly drop it because typically a tenant is not being represented by a realtor that's like searching like a hawk online and saying, hey, this one's been dropping in the last few days, you should put in a counter offer. People really don't negotiate on rentals. Sometimes it's a pet negotiation or some kind of application fee, but not normally until you do a lease renewal that you'll ever have anyone trying to barter with you too much, especially the right people. So we find that dropping the price quick and getting to that appropriate number is how you keep your vacancies as low as possible. I got the goods. Got the video camera. Just made it to the property. It is right there. We're in Clinton, Tennessee. About to do the lease renewal inspection. So this is where we go into the property, just make sure that the property is being kept clean, you know, following the lease before we sign a new lease, which we've already negotiated with the tenant to have the reason to be out here. So if they didn't want to stay or sign a new lease, we would be waiting for them to move out, and then we would attack the move out inspection compared to the lease renewal inspection. So thumbs up to that, I guess, because I'm recording on Snapchat. And I will show you more inside if the tenant agrees to that. If they don't, then we will just recap.
There's only some things. It's not like
Okay, I got you right there.
like horrendous or anything. Could be painted over, obviously, but that's about it.
I'm just putting this video. I'm trying to do a little bit more of my daily
Yeah.
vlog stuff so people can see what I do.
There's some like damage on the floor from like the bed for some reason, but it's not like it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
horrendous. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like it could be
we're
probably
good.
fixed up, but
Yeah. Well, we just try to do these to make sure people are genuinely following the lease. It's not
Yeah.
mold or something crazy.
Oh no, you're okay.
And then, I mean, ultimately it's your space. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you could fill it up to the top end.
Oh
And,
yeah, no.
it just has to be dry and make sure that,
Yeah, there's no mold or nothing like that. And if there was, we would let you guys know.
yeah. Can I go downstairs?
Yeah, you can go downstairs.
Okay.
I have the light on, and Marcus is
I don't know how to do this.
room for you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All gamers, man. It's awesome. I should probably get online with them sometime. So I'm just really looking right now, lease renewal inspection. It's like, it's their space. Ultimately, we could probably not approve them if we didn't like how much stuff they had. Like, but that's not the case here. So I'm not trying to infer that I would ever deny people like this. Something to think about is like space heater. We might want to address that to the tenant to make sure that they're unplugging that when they're not at the property, because that could cause fire. So we'll just tell her when we go upstairs about that. On the lease, it says they're not allowed. That's really for insurance purposes. But people do use them and life goes on. We just want to make sure they're attended to. And you guys, you had a space heater down there, which is, you know, is what it is. Technically not allowed on the lease.
Oh,
but
okay.
if they can at least just turn it off when he's not there.
Yeah, I think it is off. I didn't even know.
Okay,
that
the light was
down
on.
there.
I didn't really put my hand down to the heat.
Yeah, I'll double
but
check.
that's all.
Yeah, the only reason it's down there is because it gets really cold down there.
Oh, I understand. It's just, so now we're going to walk the outside just to make sure that everything's good and we are happy. We're going to send out the lease this afternoon, get it signed, and we will keep occupancy at 100%. So I'll show you guys the backyard. Bada boom, little shed, deck, and back out to the front yard. So just basic lease renewal inspection. Typically we're at the property for under 15 minutes, but doing that at 190 or so units a year can add up to a full-time job, which is why we are bringing on a full-time showing agent slash inspections person. I call them an errand runner, really. And they are starting January 1, which is in a couple days from now. So we will see you when we're back in the office. We have some meetings with the team to go over what we've done previously, because last week was Christmas, so I was up in Michigan. That's where I'm from, and we just want to get an overall just update on what we've done, so that way we can move forward and not have anything fall through the cracks while we have these 2 weird weeks of today's off, today's on, depending on if it's New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, Christmas Eve. It's all been falling on a Wednesday, both holidays. So we will catch you back at the home office.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But you don't have to track that. I'm not acquiring that. It's no big deal.
All right.
My own bookkeeping of our business will track that. I pay for that. Zoya, the bookkeeper, she'll track.
I created this one in order for us to verify that the one that is being charged from your credit card directly.
Right, that's where my Zoya will track what's being spent on it for just expenses, and she'll also track. I guess she will track the revenue as well. So really, as long as you feel like you're being accurate in how many people are applying versus how many people we're charging, that's all good. That's a great example of, like, yes, you double checking that is valuable, but what could we use that same time for to bring even more value to what we're doing as a team, if that makes sense. So that's not a slap on the wrist at all. It's just interesting, because in business you would think that there's a wrong and a right thing to do at all times, and it's arguable, yes, but really, is that a bad thing to do? No. Is it the most valuable thing we could do? No. So that means until we can find something better, keep doing it, but we have things to do better, so we'll just go work on those things, which is we have nobody auditing our own team on their own processes. So therefore, you auditing time over money is hilarious, because that's like a huge lesson. It's like I pay somebody to audit our money already, and you're auditing money right there, but I'm paying you to audit our time. So watching people's processes, seeing how long certain processes in Lead Simple take, just learning, and not to say hurry up and tell people to speed up all the time. It's just about, well, how long does a move out process take for us statistically? Because if we can tell a client that we went from year 1 taking 8 days from a tenant moving out to us having the property cleaned, renovated, photos taken, property listed online, to doing that in like 3 days on average with like the same amount of work, now we're able to go produce, or I guess sell and market a service, like our team, to more people that will want that service. So that's really what we've done as a team. Is we have the key positions that everyone does: leasing, billing, maintenance. Then we have extra items that everyone works on, and yours is defending and finding ways to improve our time management. So
it makes sense.
Yeah, so that's good. I think we will connect. Tomorrow's a half day because it's New Year's Eve, so we're just gonna work. You're more than welcome to work the full day, but it is vacation time, so just trying to get recovered before the new year. We will have a lot of things to do in the billing department getting everyone ready for tax season. So that'll be, Ann and I are going to be super busy, and leasing will wake up in the spring and be a little louder because we're going to have more leases finishing out in probably March, April, June. So that's where you're going to feel a little bit more of a woo. And then in the summertime, it'll be game time for us to bring on new clients, because it just seems to me that summer is that time where people are looking at new property management. So for better or worse, we got to get ready.
All right. Yeah.
I appreciate it. And we will we'll talk soon.
All right. Thanks you, Dan.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye. So just finish up with CJ. Hoping to connect with Ann. Her and I's meeting was more of a floating plan. So we will connect soon. We're going to go over our move out process. We're trying to dial in our outstanding balances that we send to tenants because there's a lot of legal requirements. I guess there's not a lot. It's just there's a legal requirement where you need to get a letter to that former tenant in under 30 days showing what you have taken away from their security deposit to show that it was valid, and just show how much they're going to be refunded. So if their security deposit was $2,000 and I took $1 from that, I would need to send them a letter in the mail to their forwarding address saying, hey, here's the $2,000 that you had. I owe you $1,999, and we used the $1 for blah, 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 blah. In what makes that a lot more complicated is in maintenance department with the move out inspection. Sometimes we're waiting on quotes from handymen to get, let's say, some garbage removed, the place cleaned up, and a window replaced because the tenant broke the window. Well, you're not allowed to just charge the tenant for anything. So you need to make sure that you're staying in the guidelines of, is it unreasonable that this happened? Because if it was reasonable that it happened, then you can't charge the tenant security deposit. So a basic, cleaning of a couple, like $150 cleaning, you would not bill the tenant, because that if they left the property with a couple dust bunnies and a countertop that needed to be wiped down and just bathrooms in general need to be washed, that's not something you can just steal a security deposit for. But if they damaged a couple doors where they treated some closet doors improperly, broke a window from a kid throwing a baseball bat or a baseball through it, and let's say they left all of their mattress frames and mattresses and a whole bunch of personal items, well, now that's unreasonable, and you can go in and take the security deposit, but only for the amount that it was costed you to get that stuff gone. So you can't just, well, these people are terrible, so we're taking the security deposit. No, you got to itemize those things in the state of Tennessee. So thanks for sticking around. We're going to finish out the day with another meeting, I'm hoping, but if not, we're going to edit this video, maybe get a car wash, and call it a day. Thanks for checking in.